All right. Welcome. I'm so glad that you've joined me today. Every experience begins with a thought, and our experience changes when we change that thought. In this series, we will focus on the thoughts and emotions relating to special meridian points located along the sides of the spine corresponding to the vertebrae. They are called the Huatuojiaji points, and each point connects to specific areas of your body and nervous system. We will be working on opening the Huatuojiaji points along the spine to increase qi flow and activation of the nervous system, so your body has access to all the life force and information it needs to heal itself. I will help you to do this through Qigong healing and the use of forgiveness and affirmations. When feeling confused, angry, helpless, and closed off, C7 can become blocked long enough, and it can lead to conditions of the thyroid gland, bursitis, and pain in the elbows and wrists. It also may cause pain and tingling radiating down the arms. With the meridians running near it, it can also affect elimination, heart issues, and deep fatigue states. It can inhibit the flow of the throat chakra and our ability to speak our truth. So by clearing the stagnant energy at each point and infusing it with life force energy, your body will have what it needs to correct and harmonize any dysfunction that has accumulated over the years. So life happens whether we choose it or not, and it can have a great impact on how we live our lives and view our lives. We will identify areas where energy is inflamed, stuck, stagnant, and refusing to flow because of old beliefs of dependence, controlling experiences, shame and humiliations, fears, stories, people, lifestyles, attitudes, and demands. We will focus on beliefs that your mind is ready to embrace or release, where it is ready for change, progress, and transformation. Embrace these thoughts. Feel them deep within your body, your mind, and your soul, and allow them into your heart. Because you are absolutely worthy of every virtue, and you are worthy of every life-giving belief. As you hear these statements and let them into your heart, they will transform you gently, profoundly, and bring greater and higher good into your life. So take a deep breath, and we will start. Place your hand on your chest, touching the two fear points with your thumb and index finger. The spots may be tender. Hold your hand there and you may massage the points if they are tender. The important thing is supporting these points with your energy through the palm of your hand. Or you can hold your hands in prayer position at your heart space. This is particularly effective if you're holding rare earth magnets, with the south pole facing your right hand. Or you may use a piece of quartz crystal, jade, or selenite. Imagine looking into a mirror and looking into your eyes and talking directly to your soul. In this moment, speak this maxim to yourself with the care and compassion you would give to the most apprehensive of beings. So repeat after me. Take kindness and benevolence as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Let's say this one more time. This time, let's speak it into the C7 vertebrae, increasing the life force with honest kindness and respect for its importance, place, and function. Take kindness and benevolence as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. We will breathe after each statement, consciously creating new pathways of response and allowing the energy to freely and lovingly flow. So carefully listen to each statement. Try to repeat after me in your mind. I give myself permission to bring up and address the unconscious beliefs that have kept me stuck in patterns of response that bring harm to myself and others. Breathe. I give myself permission to forgive the people and institutions that have influenced my beliefs when they have encouraged distorted ideas, even when they believed it was good. Breathe. I forgive those in my life experience so far who have intentionally or unintentionally caused me harm because of their own broken and distorted interpretations of life. Breathe. I forgive myself for my incorrect interpretation of the love and care offered to me by those who truly wanted to show love. Breathe. I ask others to forgive me when I have hurt or caused harm because of my mistaken interpretation of reality. Breathe. I forgive myself for any resistance that I have toward embracing all that is good, lovely, and precious. Breathe. I forgive myself for believing that miraculous transformation, healing, change, and opportunities only happen after long, toiling effort, self-degradation, or that they don't even happen for me. Breathe. I embrace all opportunities, gifts, and love that flow to me without hesitation or skepticism, but with thankfulness and gratitudes. And breathe. I give myself permission to surrender and allow for the highest and greatest good to come to me and transform me and remake me. Breathe. I forgive myself for distorting my alignment with myself, with the great Creator, and with great nature, because I do not know my true self. Breathe. I give myself permission to accept my true self and clear the blockages that keep me distorted in my physical health, my emotional health, and my social health, and my spiritual health. Breathe. I give myself permission to take responsibility for whatever comes into my presence with gratitude and calmness. Breathe. I forgive myself for knowingly or unknowingly creating the emotional and physical patterns that block my flow and connection to myself, heaven, earth, or humanity. And breathe. I give myself permission to grow and evolve by giving up the stories of the past so that the universe can write new ones. Breathe. I love and accept myself now as I begin to understand and accept the corrections to any false programming and beliefs that I might have received as a child or at any time in my life. Breathe. I love and accept myself as I align myself to think and feel in the way the universe thinks and feels, accepting the miracles that flow through me, around me, above me, and below me, and breathe. I love and accept that the universe is highly flexible, and I can be too. Because when I'm flexible, which is in harmony with the universe, I am open to the infinite possibilities, and then possibilities will appear. Breathe. I forgive myself for being confused and helpless when I don't understand my situation. Breathe. I forgive myself for being angry when I can't reach out and feel helpless and alone. Breathe. I forgive myself for believing I am not allowed to be me. And breathe. I give myself permission to forgive whatever happened in the past. Breathe. I forgive myself for all the times I used manipulation instead of love to influence others. And breathe. I forgive myself for believing that I never get to do what I want to do. Breathe. I forgive myself for feeling humiliated when I don't get my way. Breathe. I forgive myself for every time I rage and get inflamed when I am left out or excluded. Breathe. I forgive myself for giving up. Breathe. I forgive myself for losing hope when I am constantly hushed and stifled. Breathe. I forgive myself for all the hatred I feel when others have inflicted their needs on me without my consent. Breathe. I forgive myself for acting and believing that I am never to blame and I'm always the victim. Breathe. I forgive myself for believing that I have no control in how my life plays out. Breathe. I forgive myself for believing that I cannot be fulfilled until somebody else changes. Breathe. I forgive myself for believing that I cannot live a fulfilling life until my circumstances change. And breathe. I give myself permission to move beyond old limitations and now allow myself to express myself freely and creatively, and breathe. I give myself permission to believe that I am the driver of my life, and I approve of everything that life has to bless me with, even when I don't understand the gift. And breathe. I give myself permission to create a new life with new rules that absolutely support me. And breathe. I give myself permission to be the power and authority in my life. Breathe. I give myself permission to love and accept myself as I am right now. Breathe. I forgive myself for holding back the anger I feel in order to appear differently. And breathe. I forgive myself for not letting my needs be known, and so I hold them in. Breathe. I give myself permission to let love relax and release all that is not like itself. And breathe. I forgive myself for getting angry and constricted when there is too much going on at once and I feel confused and disorganized. Breathe. I forgive myself for believing that I have to anticipate dysfunction and expect it to arrive right on time because it is out of my control. Breathe. I forgive myself for trying to control what isn't in my power and giving up on my control in matters that are in my power. Breathe. I surrender and allow my mind to relax and be at peace. And breathe. I give myself permission to believe that clarity and harmony are within me and around me, available at any given time. Breathe. I give myself permission to embrace changing directions and accepting new experiences. Breathe. I love and accept myself as I easily flow with new experiences, new directions, and new changes. And breathe. I give myself permission to move with ease and flow with the breath and movement of life itself. And breathe. And release. I give myself permission to handle all my experiences with wisdom, with love, and with ease. And breathe. I now give myself permission to unblock both sides of the Huatuojiaji points of C7, opening and activating the flow of qi and information through C7, communicating freely with all parts of my body, mind, and spirit, raising the quality of my thoughts. And breathe. I give myself permission to see past the past, present, and future clearly and honestly. And breathe. I give myself permission to take responsibility for every aspect of creating the life that supports me and that I love. And breathe. I give myself permission to gain wisdom through joyfully accepting the experiences of life in all their diversity. Breathe. I give myself permission to release all that keeps me from seeing, hearing, and speaking the truth. Breathe. Without confusion, anger, helplessness, and avoidance, I am free to align my life with my spiritual self and the energies of the universe. Breathe. When I am aligned with truth and love, I am free to be me. And breathe. I am free to forgive the past. Breathe. I am free to know who I am. Breathe. I am free to influence others with love. Breathe. I am free to move beyond old limitations and now allow myself to express freely and creatively. Breathe. I am free to be the center of my life, and I approve of everything that comes to me. And breathe. I create a new life with new rules that totally support me. Breathe. I am the power and authority in my life. Breathe. I am free to be the power and authority in my life at all times. Breathe. I am free to release all that is not love. Breathe. I am free to allow my mind to relax and to be at peace. Breathe. I am free to easily flow with new experiences, new directions, and new changes. Breathe. I am free to handle all of my experiences with wisdom, with love, and with ease. And breathe. I am free to have the power, strength, and knowledge to handle everything in my life perfectly, aligned and supported in all things. Breathe. With the power of my divine consciousness, I now create connection and harmony with all things in myself and in my world in a way that inspires kindness, friendliness, honesty, and goodwill. Breathe. I give myself permission to flow genuine love and sincere compassion to all that is in my range of influence, freely offering connection from the brightest place in my heart. And breathe. Take one more deep, long breath and release all that does not align with truth. And may I leave this blessing with you. May you take all opportunities to get to know your eternal self. May you acknowledge your needs and humanity. May you ask with kindness and friendliness for your heart's greatest desires. And may you be honest with the stories that you tell. You are now creating new alignments, stronger and more powerful beliefs, letting go of the stories of the past and creating new supportive and harmonious ones, to manifest the peace, happiness, and calm that is divinely gifted to you at all times. So smile and embrace the universe as you start making a positive difference in your world. Thank you.